Okay, so if we want to graph this data and find a mathematical model, the first thing we do is we highlight our data. We go to Insert, Chart. Under Chart Type, we make sure it's Scatter Plot. And you guys can see that this curves, it looks like a parabola opening sideways. So our clue is that if it's a parabola opening sideways, y is proportional to the square root of x. So we're going to try to graph that. So I delete that. I copy my data, I paste it over here, and instead of age, I want the square root of the age. So the easiest way to take the square root is to take the age and raise it to the power of 1/2, or 0.5. Raising something to the power of 0.5 is taking the square root of it. I can then copy this formula down, and I will take the square root, just to make sure. We take 4 here, the square root of 4 is indeed 2, so our formula is working. So here we have the square root of the age of the tree, not the age anymore. Okay? So now we're going to take this data here, we're going to highlight it, we're going to go to Insert, Chart. Under type of chart, we're going to go down to Scatter Plot, and then here's where we got to make sure the x-axis is the square root of the age. That's correct. If that was not correct, you could click right here on x-axis and highlight this column to make sure it got the right one, but mine was right, so we're good to go. And so what you can see from this graph is we have a nice straight line that goes right through 0, 0. Okay, so once we have this, we can finish up. We're going to go to Series, we're going to go to Trend Line. Under Trend Line, we're going to choose Equation. The slope is 2.7, so now I'm going to go to Custom, and my line is going to be what's on my y-axis, which is the diameter, equals the slope, 2.7, times what's on my x-axis, which is the square root of the age. So I'll type square root of a. It's hard to make a square root symbol. So that's going to be my mathematical model. I can clean this up a little bit by going to Legend. The position is inside. That puts it in here. And I'll make it a little bigger. So here we have the diameter equals 2.7 times the square root of the age. And then I've got to do my titles. My chart title is the relationship between what's on my y-axis, which is diameter, and the x-axis. I can put age or square root of age. So I'll put square root of age for a pine tree. That's the context. The subtitle, of course, you guys know, it's your name, the date, the period, and the assignment. In this case, it's Seat 02.01. On the horizontal axis, we have the square root of the age, which was measured in years. So there we go. So square root of the age in years. And of course, on your vertical title, you have the diameter of the tree, which was measured in centimeters. And there you go. You have a complete graph. It's all finished. The only thing we need to do is answer the questions. And so here my math model is that the diameter equals 2.7 times the square root of the age. And I would say the diameter of the tree is proportional to the square root of the age. So because we had to graph the square root of the age to get our line straight, we say the diameter is proportional to the square root of the age. So there we go. We are all finished that lab.